Yeah, hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. Today I'm going to do an album review, but I'm going to stay with the same band I've been covering a bit lately, Alice in Chains. I thought I'd do what is considered their, I guess, magnum opus, their greatest achievement, which is the Dirt album from 1992. So I'm going to give you some facts about that and review that album for you. And so it was quite a influential album in the grunge period. Yeah, so I'm going to give you some details first. I'll just some basics, and then we'll go from there. So the second studio album, released on the September the 29th, 1992, clocking in at 57 minutes. So you got the CD era sort of here now. Albums are longer, 13 tracks through Columbia, produced by Dave Jerden and Alice in Chains. Recorded in Burbank, Seattle, and Los Angeles. 5 big singles on this. There was there's a few videos coming out from this album. It was very popular. You had Wood, Them Bones, Angry Chair Rooster, and Down in a Hole. In the US, it was 5 times platinum. So, to this day, it's 5 times platinum. Reached number 6 in the US, the album did. 13 here in Australia, UK 42, Canada 25. Now, the album has got many dark themes on it. It's not a light album theme-wise or anything. It's very dark. There's there's themes of drugs, themes of addiction, depression, death, whatever you're in that vein. So it's not pretty if you're talking what the songs are about. And yeah, so all those dark themes. I'll talk about some of the songs. We'll run through some of the songs, some of the songs are about, and so on. So, like the opening track of Them Bones, which is a great rocking opening. You couldn't ask for a better rocking opening from that, and a good guitar solo from Jerry Cantrell. Jerry has said that song is about mortality. So, yeah, as you can tell by the lyrics. So that is a great opener. Now, you got other songs here. Damn That River, another. Not a real long track. It sort of makes a big statement, and it's gone. A good rocking number as well, but the catchiness is incredible in these songs, and the themes are really dark, as I said. Other songs on this album, Rooster, it's about Jerry's father, who was a Vietnam vet. That apparently was his nickname. That is such a hard-hitting track. One of their staple early period tracks, I guess you could say, and that was one of the big songs from the album. As I said, those others, those songs with the drug themes, Junkhead, which is a good song, Sick Man, Godsmack. I like the sound of Godsmack. That how the rhythm of the thing. It's just one of those songs. It's it's just it's a really good song. And yeah, and many more. And there's many classics on here. You got the very catchy Angry Chair, which a friend of mine, Brody, who I talked to, that's his favourite song by the band. It's one of my favourites too, I must admit. But my favourite would have to be, if you're talking the whole catalogue, Down in a Hole. I just love Down in a Hole with the dark. It's got dark themes. It seems to, it's not a real fast track, but it seems to, in places with the guitar, it soars, and it's got that, I don't know, it just gets a hold of you. Just one of those greats. I just love listening to it. It's just a great song, Down in the Hole. There's many others. You got, how can you forget Wood, the closing track? I love the bass in that track. It's got great bass. That was a big song from the album also. And you got that little experimental Iron Gland that's only 43 seconds. It comes and goes sort of thing. And yeah, so Hate to Feel, which is not a favorite of mine on the album, but I do like it. And How Can I Forget Rain When I Die? Just That's really up there as one of my favorites as well. So I've done a ranking of the songs on this album. If you can, yeah, I just did it recently, so you can have a look at that. But that's one of my favorites. Just love how that's a bit of a deep cut, but it's a really great song. Love that one. And it's widely regarded as their major artistic statement. I mean, when you think about it, yeah, this basically is their magnum opus, you would say. But I will do a ranking, as I said. I've said before, I did one years ago, but I will redo that so I can go through the whole catalogue. Yeah, and magnum opus, and it's pretty globally loved, this album. It's sort of got great reviews and all that, and sales were great and all that, chart positions and whatever. And yeah, so just a few more notes for you guys. I already touched on the themes: addiction, depression, drugs, death. Now the music on the album is very. It's got that sludgy grunge feel, very brooding. That brooding style. It's not upbeat. Let's fall in love sort of music. It's not that. It's not very light music. It's very heavy theme. So if you like that sort of thing, which for me it's all about the song. So whatever the song's about, it is important. But if I enjoy the song is the main thing for me. But it's got that dark, sludgy, brooding feel for it. Another, not understated, but another thing that some people overlook is the distinctive vocals of Layne Staley, which his voice is just suits this sort of music down to the ground. He's got a very distinctive voice. He's got a good range, and I've heard people say it could be the of this period the greatest vocalist. Which there's a few out there, but yeah, he's certainly up there. He's in the conversation. He was a superb vocalist, a great frontman for the band, despite all his personal demons and so on. It was a very influential album for the period. Yeah, it goes without saying. Grunge era classic, universal acclaim, as I've said, considered best by most people. It was on the Billboard charts for nearly 2 years, so it sort of had a great run. And they did Facelift before this, and then they did the Jar of Flies after this, the EP. So yeah, so I think I've mentioned nearly every song. I might have, yeah, basically. Some of the well-known songs from the album, Wood, as I've mentioned just before, as a top 30 single, powerful chorus and distinctive sound. Certainly has. I mean, it's just a very hooky song, very catchy, easy to get into. Them Bones has that heavy energy. Down in the Hole, very dark song, but very mesmerizing, I think the word I'm looking for. It's captivating, Down in the Hole. It's just my number one song by the band, period. Yeah. So that's about it, guys. But I just want to mention my favorite song. I have to go Down in a Hole, and I'll probably go Wood for the second favorite. Least favorite, Hate to Feel's good, but it's not up there for me, on that level. But it's a good song. I mean, there's nothing really bad on this album. I consider it one of the great albums of that period. And if somebody had it way up in their all-time list, it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, that's a little bit review of Dirt and what I think of it and some facts about it. And a great album. No question about it. I loved it. I mean, I didn't hear this back in the day, 92. I mean, I didn't listen to Alice in Chains back in when they were in their big period. I was, years later, a friend put them on to me who was into the band. He said, try this album, Dirt. So, and I just went from there. And so, I wasn't, back in the day, I wasn't a listener at all, but, but I heard that, I told him I heard the name, but he said, yeah, just got to try that album. And I listened to the rest of the albums and so on. But, a killer album, still, hard hitting to this day, I would say, isn't it? It's still it's a great album. And, so, I'm going to give this album, obviously, a 10 out of 10. You can't have this many great songs. There's so many great classics on here, and great deep cuts as well. It hangs together beautifully, flows beautifully, the 13 tracks, and just a wonderful statement by the band, and a killer album. So go listen to it if you haven't heard it, which any fan would have heard it, of course, but if you haven't heard this, go listen to it. So there you go, 10 out of 10 from me for Dirt. I hope you enjoyed this review and some of the facts I've given you. And it is a great album, there's no question. So there you go. There you go, guys. Comment down below, subscribe, all those things. I'll see you guys for another video. I'm planning doing quite a few more videos. Actually, I'm going to do as I said, an Alice in Chains ranking again. And there's another ranking I want to do as well. And I've got a couple of more requests that I have to do. So there you go. Comment, subscribe, all those things. It's bye from me. I'll see you guys for another one. Won't be too far away. Bye for now. Bye.